In this lesson, we're going to learn about the length and the trim string extraction formulas that you're going to use in text manipulation within Microsoft Excel. So we're going to open the workbook called stock data, and we're going to insert two new columns between item ref and item title. So we are going to click on this column and click insert, and click in column C again, click insert. So we have two new columns. The first one is going to extract the left characters, and the second column C, we're going to extract the right characters. So in the previous lesson, we learned how to extract the left characters. So we're going to put the Excel formula, which is equals left, after open bracket, highlight the cell reference that you want the function to calculate the number of characters for, and how many characters you want to extract. In this example, we're going to extract 3 characters, then close the expression. So basically here we have used the cell reference A2 and we have extracted 3 characters. So you can expand the formula downwards and it can be replicated downwards. What about the right characters? We had learned in the previous lesson that if you want to extract the right characters, the formula is written as equals right, open brackets, highlight the cell reference that you want the characters to be gotten from, and in this case you want to extract 5 characters, then press the enter key. But we can already see that there's a problem. The right function is not giving us 5 characters but giving us 3. If you go to cell A2, then you double click on it, we can see that after number 1 there are some trailing spaces after it. So the spaces are being counted as characters within this formula. So what we can simply do, we can put a column between item ref and left characters. Right click, then insert another column, and here we can put a column called trim. Trim is an Excel function whereby it removes extra trailing characters from data which has been imported in Excel from various other functions. So the formula for trim is written as equal sign trim, open brackets, highlight the cell reference you want, and trim is going to get rid of any extra trailing characters, then you press the enter key. Okay, so if we come to the right character formula, what we can simply do is, instead of referencing A2, we can reference B2. Okay, you can reference B2, then you press the enter key, and you can see that you have gotten 5 characters. Okay, so if in this trim function we can replicate the formula downwards, and in the right character function we can replicate the formula downwards, and everything will be okay. Another way of using the trim function without creating an extra column is, we can go over here, then instead of referencing B2, we can reference the initial cell reference, which was A2, but instead of the basic formula, what you're going to do over here, you're going to write trim, open brackets, A2, then press the enter key. Then you can replicate the formula downwards, and everything is going to be okay. So we can also, after we have already put the trim function within the right formula, what you can simply do is remove the trim column, and everything is going to be just as okay. Another formula which we are going to use in Microsoft Excel is called a length function, and let's see how we can utilize it. So between the item image and the item weight, we are going to put a new column. We're going to insert a new column, and here we're going to put the column name, file name. So basically what we want to achieve over here, we want to achieve the file name without the file extension, and we're also going to put a new column called length, because we also want to count how many characters are within that particular file name. So this is going to be the length. This is going to be the length column. So for you to calculate length within Microsoft Excel, what you simply do is equal sign LEN, open brackets, highlight the cell reference that you want the formula to calculate the number of characters, then press the enter key, and you're going to get 14 characters. You can replicate the formula downwards by double clicking on it over there, and if you want to get the file name for this file name with for this image item image but minus the file extension, what you can simply do is put the formula equals left, open brackets, G2 minus the total number of characters minus the number of characters that the file extension is referring to, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 4. So what this formula is going to do is going to calculate the number of the characters within this file name from the left, which is 14, minus H2, which is the total number of characters within the whole file name, minus the 4 characters which are for the file extension. When you close it, you're only going to get the file name minus the file extension. So you can double click it and everything is going to be fine. A simpler way of doing it is double clicking on it, but instead of now referencing H2, what you can simply do is remove H2, then put the formula put the formula left, minus. So instead of using the cell reference H2 here, what you're going to put is the length of this cell reference G2 minus the number of characters that you want it to subtract from it. Then after it, we need to put a closing bracket after it, then press the enter key. So let's see what's happening over here. The length of G2, which is 14, so let's look at that formula again. So it is left of G2, comma, the length of G2, close this bracket over here, minus 4. Then let's remove this last closing bracket over there. So the formula is the left characters of G2, which is over here, comma, minus the length, which is 14, minus the last 4 characters, which is 4, then press the enter key. So this you can replicate the formula downwards over here. So you can either do it like this, or you can do it the way I taught you, which is the left of G2 minus H2 minus 4, which is much more simple. Or you can do it like this: left of G2, comma, length of G2, which is 14 characters, minus the 4, which is the last 4 characters of the file extension. And that is how we use the trim and the length function in text manipulation within Microsoft Excel. I'll see you in the next lesson.